Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your 2025 forecast. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Listen, before we jump into it, you can see I'm not in my usual spot. This is my annual road trip to Atlanta to visit my family for Thanksgiving. So, yeah, I'm at a hotel in Charlottesville. Shout out to Kim Tim, the Forum. What a wonderful hotel. It's really beautiful. And it was so beautiful outside. I was like, hey, why don't we do a Cancer's forecast in the sun? It's a lot brighter than I thought it would be. And because of this setup, I'm working off my laptop. So you're going to see me squinting at my notes up here because 2025 is so big. Okay. It is enormous. And I'm going to go a little bit casual here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an overview of 2025 astrologically, what Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising can expect. Again, a lot happening, okay? And then I'm gonna break it, then I'm gonna do your spread for the year, then I'll break it down by season because again, so much happening, but I'm gonna give you all the best days for every month and what you can look forward to. And then I'll do something special for you at the end, looking at a lot of different areas of your life. All right, so Cancer, let's get started here. And I'm gonna go a little bit more casual, but I'll still, 2025 is so big. I could be here for 3 hours, 4 hours. We're not going to do that. We're going to try to limit it to an hour. I'm probably going to go over, as I record this, Mercury is retrograde. So if there are any mishaps, let me just apologize in advance. All right, so here's the thing. Before I even begin, if you are a cross watcher, and I encourage that, whether you read for your sun, moon, rising, or even like your kid, your husband, whatever it is, the reason I encourage that is because it's going to tell a bigger story, okay? And you're going to get a bigger, a better idea of what's in store for you for 2025. So you clearly see Jupiter's moving into your sign. We're going to talk about that. There's something unusual about this that's really, really amazing, okay? But we're going to talk about that. But then let's say you are, Aquarius rising, okay? You've got the North Node moving in your second house of income, and that's all year long, okay? Your destiny, this, the point of fate, your mission statement. All right, so salary, money. So you see how it's going to change for rising, moon, things like that. Okay, things like that. All right, if you're Taurus rising, for instance, or moon, that's going to be your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams and like social networks. So you see, you got to kind of like add them all up together. But in any case, let's get started. 2025. I'm excited to tell you about it. You know that I've been excited to tell you about it, and here we are. Expect change. It is your life is about to change, Cancer, in a humongous way, especially with Jupiter moving into your sign. Look at what's happening here. I'm going to break this down later, but if you've been watching my live streams and even some of your readings, I've been telling you this is it. We're entering a new era, okay? The Great Awakening, the Age of Ascension, the Age of Wisdom. We are on the brink of the Age of Aquarius. It all begins now, okay? There's going to be this huge shift, a very major spiritual shift, as well as a collective shift in humanity. All right, and this isn't just astrology, okay? This is me as a channeler. This is something that I've known for some time. It starts in 2025. It's going to be a rare year. It's going to be deeply profound. It's not even just that. It's numerology. Add everything in. Oh, and I'll tell you in a second. All right, but just know this is going to be 2025 is the most pivotal year of the decade. Okay, it could be the most pivotal year of the century. It's that big. It's that big. There's some stuff happening here we haven't seen in modern human history. Okay, that's a big deal. Astrology is cycles and patterns. You can't trace. We'll talk about it. You can't trace this back. All right. So just know that you're a captain navigating your ship. Okay, through exciting new waters. Cancer. I'm very excited for you. Okay, very excited for you. And like I said, 2025. We haven't seen what's happening here in literally modern human history. All right, so what happens in 2025 is going to give you a preview, a window of what's to come in 2026 and the rest of the decade. Okay, so it really is setting yourself up for 2026. So we kind of lump 2025 and 2026 together. Okay, just know the change is going to be really big. And while I'm at that, Cancer, remember, change is the only constant in this world, right? So it's adapting to change, preparing for change. You want big life changes. Look at what you've been going through. Look what you've been going through the past year. Okay, you want change. And when I talk about change, yes, maybe having a baby, maybe getting married, maybe getting your dream job, maybe starting your own business, things like that, things that happen through cycles in life. But what's happening in 2025, a lot of y'all, the majority of y'all, are going to experience never before, like first of its kind change in your life. Okay, things that you've, like waters you haven't navigated. All right, so just get ready, it's gonna be big. All right, so just continue on. You're on a karmic journey. Just reap every reward that's coming your way. Okay, know that nothing is impossible. I tell you this all the time, Cancer. All right, I tell you this all the time. Don't live a little, live a lot. You have one life to live. Okay, you have one life to live. So really go big. Take advantage of this, Cancer. Now, the other thing is that people are just going to be more aware. Okay, when I say we're moving in this spiritual direction, spiritual movement, the collective unconscious, it's going to be really big. Okay, so just continue to be the best version of yourself and your most authentic self. Okay, and I do that a lot, and you're going to be doing that, Cancer. Okay, especially the first half of the year, 2025, you're going to have a lot of moments where you're going to step back. And I do this. I step back and I think about, why am I here on Earth? Okay, what is my purpose? What is my mission? So that's just being aware. Okay, that's the most basic, like being aware in the moment. All right, so you are definitely going to have a lot of those moments. Definitely, Cancers are going to have a lot of those moments. So again, we'll talk about the eclipses that's in store, the nodes that are shifting as well, and some of the rare aspects some that we haven't seen in 6 years, some we haven't seen in 60 years. When I say it's a big year, okay, so why don't we start off with the nodes? Oh, by the way, someone wants to say hi. Look at that. Ruby. You want to say hi? No? Okay, so listen, she wants to get off the chair, so I'm going to take her off the chair. Thank you, Mercury, for waking her up while I just started this video. Mwah, I love you, Ruby. I'm going to put you down. All right, so here's the thing. Starting in January, we got the North Node moving into Pisces, South Node moving into Virgo. Okay, so Cancer, what does this mean for you? You're about to get very spiritual. Okay, now North Node, South Node, I'm going to talk about later, but I'm just letting you know that's what's happening now. Okay, throughout the year. It starts in January for the entire year. All right, so big, because the North Node is moving into your 9th house, and that's spirituality, that's wisdom, that's becoming the wise teacher, the wise person, that's the big picture. That's also book publishing, broadcasting as well, long distance travel, foreign cultures, foreign lands, education. You literally could become teachers or experts in your field. I mean, there's philosophy mixed in here, your perspective, all of that. Okay, now Jupiter and Pluto already moved into Aquarius. You're going to see this, all the dates here. Okay, so this is what's happening. These are temporary, but again, I'll explain that later. That's not Jupiter in Cancer. That's going to be official for a year. All right, so let's talk about that, because that's really special. Now, Jupiter moving into your sign. This is in June. So June 2025 to June 2026, the best year you're going to have since 2013, 2014. Out of all the signs, you get the most luck, good fortune, abundance, wisdom, profit, expansion. You're good. I mean, like, this is your year. Cancer, this is your year. This is going to be absolutely amazing for you. All right, this is good. And here's the thing, Jupiter's exalted in your sign. So things at home are going to be really great. Significant other, family, children. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of y'all think about, moving in with someone, buying a home. Things are going to, you got Jupiter though, okay? Now, the thing that I said, what makes this so unique and so special, Jupiter is moving into your sign in the middle of the year. Right in the middle, right in June, okay? And so you get all that luck and abundance in 2 areas of your life. Now, remember what I said, the first half, that's still your 12th house. Spirituality, intuition, healing, right? That's what the North Node, South Node is too. And it's in your 9th house of spirituality. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of y'all become so in tune to your frequency, vibrating at a high frequency, maybe even becoming psychic, having those psychic pops. Pay attention to your dreams. Okay, we're talking about the 12th house here. All right, now you see that Saturn is okay. Well, Pluto in Aquarius, we know that happened. All right, in November. We consider it new though because it's a 20-year aspect, 19 years here, 2044. You see that, okay? And so, what does that mean? It's the slowest moving planet. Pluto's only moving like a degree, 2 degrees, right? This is going to be big because that is your 8th house, okay? So Pluto in Aquarius is bringing you like this power, empowerment. There's going to be some breaking things down for breakthroughs, right? Death and rebirth, regeneration in your life, Cancer, throughout the year, okay? When it comes to love, relationships, finances, you're going to feel empowered. You're going to feel really good. You're going to feel that, the depth that Pluto brings, okay? Really, really, really nice. Now, let's move to Saturn. Saturn, and I'm going to skip around here, okay? You can take a screenshot of this if you want, because I'm going to move it in a second to do your, I got your cards and stuff. Okay, so Saturn is going to move into Aries. You see that that's going to happen in May until September. Whoa, okay, so 4 months. This is the first time in 1996, all right? 36 years it's been, okay? Moving into your 10th house of career, fame, public recognition, your reputation. Wow, you're going to be an authority. This is Saturn, you're going to be on authority, all right? But remember, you're getting a glimpse. Things are going to start happening in your life. Spring, summer, fall, the biggest time of 2025, by the way, okay? And then remember, these planets here, they're only here for a little bit, okay, through that time frame I said, and then move into their permanent stations in 2026. That's why we want to lump 2025, 2026 together, right? Now, Uranus, moving into Gemini, 4 months. Oh my goodness, I can't even. First time since 1941, so this is 84 years, right? Uranus and Gemini for you, Cancer. Oh my goodness, that's your 12th house. That's your 12th house. Can you believe that? So, very interesting for the past 8 years with Uranus and Taurus. You probably had a lot of shakeups with friends, groups you belong to, maybe even breakthroughs as well. Okay, but Uranus is so much better in Gemini than Taurus. I mean, like, wow. It's like, whoosh. All right, so anyway, this is your 12th house. All right, so you know that, and you got that overlap. You got Jupiter there, okay, in Gemini for the first half of the year, all in your 12th house. So again, spirituality and, just really going deep. That is the, unconscious, right? The subconscious as well. So unrooting things. You're going to have big breakthroughs. That's why I say a lot of y'all are going to have just these intuitive pops. You're going to just know things. With Uranus there, Uranus all about surprises, breakthroughs, like big progress, all of that. Okay, so big. All right, and 12th house is also, by the way, a lot of like isolation. There's facing your fears. There's self-sabotage energy in the 12th house. So because you're so spiritually active this year, you're going to recognize those and hit the road, Jack. Right. I love it. Now Neptune moving into Aries. Look at that, okay? Neptune moving into Aries, March until October, right? 7 months. The first time since 1861. That's 164 years. Wow. Literally nobody living on this planet, unless you are a vampire, okay? Or, werewolf or something. Do they live forever? I don't know. Here's the thing. No one's experienced this, okay? It's been 164 years. Okay, so Neptune is moving there into Aries with Saturn, where they're going to be co-present. We're going to talk about that because that's so rare. All right? Your 10th house, career. Okay, so dreaming big. All right? But also Neptune's like compassion. Neptune is also dreams. I mean, like when I say pay attention to your dreams, oh my goodness. Literally and figuratively. Like your dreams are coming true. This is going to be big, okay? We'll talk more about that. Pluto moving into Aquarius. You know this. It hasn't happened in 250 years, 1776. Just expect big change. I've talked about this, and I talk a lot more about these in the live streams. I break down things for y'all. So I'm just gonna I'm just glazing everything for you, Cancer, okay? But just know, big emphasis on career for you and fame. If you're not here for a career, if you're retired, whatever you're putting your energy into that you want to be recognized for. 10th house is also leadership, it's social status, achievements, it's huge, okay? So what's happening here, these 4 planets, this right here, okay, on the whiteboard, this is not how they're moving together in this compressed, compact 4-month period that, again, has not been seen. You can't trace this back. You cannot trace this back in human history, okay? So what we're about to experience in 2025, nobody ever, dead or alive, has experienced it, okay? Maybe like, 10,000 years ago, 20,000 years ago, who knows? But you can't go through an ephemeris. Anyway, all I'm saying is, like, the other thing is, ancient astrologers didn't even know about Uranus and Pluto and Neptune. So when I say new beginnings, okay? We are on the brink of something new, all right? So you've got to consider this really special, right? Really, really special, because they're all at 29 degrees, critical degree, the end of a sign, moving into new sign, 0 degree, 1 degrees, right? All about new beginnings. We're on this brink of change, as I said, okay? Now, the thing is, what else can I tell you here? All right, so that's it, okay? So now you're just going to experience really deep change, especially Jupiter moving into your sign. Again, think about 2013, 2014, okay? Every Cancer is different. You have different rising signs, different birth charts. You're going to experience it differently, and, like every Cancer is going to experience it differently. Now, 2026, just going to give you a little quick idea. Saturn and Neptune will conjunct, all right, in Aries in February 2026. That's the... if 2025 is the Great Awakening, 2026 is the greatest awakening. It is the year. That's the big year, okay? We're going to talk about 2026 like later, but everything, all this moving into Aries, and then the North nodes, everything that's happening, okay? You even see the retrogrades. We'll talk about that because they're significant, okay? They're significant. But here's the thing. You may not feel like 2025 starts until March. That's when things really kick off. And when I say really kick off, like hit the ground running. Some of y'all may feel it in February, okay? And some of y'all may feel it at the end of January, because there's so many big things happening at the end of January. But remember, the retrogrades, these retrogrades, all January, February, March. So reassess, take your time, don't rush into things. You're going to feel a little bit of delays. You're going to be, you're going to be not making decisions anyway, but some of y'all are. All right, just know it is retrograde time. And when I say the kickoff starts in March, that's when we have the new moon eclipse, the new moon solar eclipse in Aries. That's kicking off all of that. Aries, the beginning of the zodiac. All right, these planets at 0 degree at the beginning of the zodiac wheel. I mean, like, I can't even get to tell you like how insane this is. It's so big. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Now, North Node, right? North Node, South Node. What I was going to say about this is that this is the first time since 2006 that we had the North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo. We're leaving the Aries Libra axis. So again, that's putting that shift into spirituality, everything that I mentioned earlier, intuition, wisdom for you, and South Node's going in your 3rd house. So when you add those two together, travel is going to be a big thing for you, Cancer, for 2025, okay? It is, okay? And if not travel physically, it could be travel of the mind. You're going to be going to places you have never, like parts of your brain you've never like, whoa, what's this over here, right? Like that, things are going to be unlocked big time for you, all right? And mark my words. I mean, like, mark my words. Save this video, whatever you want. Like, it's going to be big, right? So again, that starts in January, all right? And then that makes the... other than that Aries eclipse, all the eclipses we're going to have in 2025, Pisces and Virgo, okay? Now, we'll talk about the nodes later. I want to talk about these retrogrades first, okay? Because there is something significant about these nodes that you need to know about big time, all right? Now, the first 2 months, like I said, all the inner planets, retrograde. That's the other thing. Every single planet's changing signs in 2025. How insane is that? Obviously, the inner planets, Mars, Mercury, Venus, Sun, Moon, that's a given, but that's just something that makes everything unique this year as well. All the signs are moving into from feminine to masculine. It's such a significant year. All right, so the retrograde. So we're already experienced Mars retrograde as you watch this video, right? Because it's happening for a long time up until February. Now, here's the thing, Cancer. Mars is going to retrograde back into your sign in January. So that's why I'm saying for a lot of Cancers, it really is going to be a time to really go within, to reassess, define your goals moving forward. You're going to have big changes. You're already going through moments right now, like you feel it. You do feel it, Cancer. Looking at what's going on for y'all are definitely feeling like, I need this change, I need this change, I need this change. All right, so you're about to get it. Okay, so just know Mars is going to be retrograde in your sign from January to February. Mars is actually going to go direct in end of February, but still in your sign. Okay, so just that's going to be a thing for you. Now, Venus retrograde, March 1st to April 12th. All right, so keep that in mind. All right, that's going to be a whole thing. That, listen, there's something here with career. All right, you may be questioning partnerships as well. Right here, all right, with Venus retrograde. I did a video on what you can expect with Venus retrograde. It's rare. It didn't happen as much as, Mercury retrograde, so watch it, all right? What not to do, all right? Now, it's only 6 weeks. You're fine. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be fine. All right now. Then Mars will. I talked about that. Mars moving into Leo. That's gonna happen April 17th. I mean, that's fiery, right? So, just take it easy with the Mars retrograde. With Mercury retrograde, that's a thing. The Mercury retrogrades, by the way, we're gonna have 3 this year. All right. They're all gonna be in fire signs. Fiery retrogrades. Big. All right. The Venus retrograde and Mercury retrograde will overlap in March, so just bear that in mind, and we'll obviously talk about that in March. Well, in February, so I can give you a preview of March, all right? But you're going to be happy when Mars leaves your sign, okay? Now, I talked about this spring, summer. Okay, so, and I also talked about how, I didn't talk about numerology, did I? So 2025, the year of 9, right? Big, all right? We all know, well, 9 is the humanitarian. First of all, remember I said there's going to be a big shift in humanity starting now. Pluto in Aquarius is leading that brigade, all right? But 9 is fulfillment. But it's not completion yet. What it is, it's transition. It's meaningful. 9 is very meaningful. We'll talk about more in January. But it's you preparing for 2026. Now, what's 2026? 10. It's a 10 year. 2 plus 2 equals 4 plus 6 equals 10. 1 plus 1, 0 equals 1. So, do you see how numerologically it aligns with, I can't say that word, with what's happening 2025, 2026? Cancer, come on. This is not coincidence. So, this is big. This is why you just stepping into your power, all right? 10, end of a cycle, new cycle beginning, right? So, just keep that in mind. And then Pluto in Aquarius, like I said, bringing that radical change. And it's going to be big for you. Pluto in Aquarius, your 8th house of transformation. Come on. That's big, okay? Big. And yes, a lot of sexual energy there as well. A lot of, business partners. Things that have to do with like relationships and shared resources. So other people's money, inheritance, investments, bonuses, commissions, joining bank accounts with someone. There's something here with, or maybe one early that you got, or, royalties, things like that. We'll talk about more when we get to January, all right? But just know this is part of that big awakening. This is you seeing the big picture, and it is all about the collective now. If Aries, by the way, is I am, right, of the zodiac, and Libra is kind of like, we, right? Aquarius is the collective, right? So humanity, and you're going to be spending a lot of time, 2025, Cancer, thinking about your role, okay, and how you contribute. And it can just be like groups that you belong to as well. Your society, what you consider your society. Just remember, we were not put on this earth on separate islands, like far away from each other, alone, okay? We're all connected. We are a collective. And so you're going to recognize that and think about that a lot in 2025, Cancer, okay? So just keep that in mind. And, Saturn and Neptune, co-present in Aries, by the way, is about the collective spirit anyway. And they have not been in Aries. It's been hundreds of years since this has happened with just those two. All right. So, what else can I tell you, Cancer? You got all the dates here. The retrogrades. What I was going to say: Mercury, Mars, and Venus retrograde. So January to April, right? Here's the thing. These retrogrades, because of these retrogrades, and I'm telling you this firsthand, exclusively. No one else is going to tell you this. Because of these retrogrades, because I did a deep dive into 2025 every month. Because of these retrogrades, some extraordinary, like rare, auspicious aspects that only happen once a year, we're going to have many times in 2025 because of the retrogrades. Keep that in mind. A lot of these planets in their exaltations, okay? So Oh yeah, and then remember, Saturn is bringing that structure, right? That structured experience in Aries in your 10th house of career, fame, whatever you're exerting your energy into, life lessons, responsibility, karma. And I like the fact that it's moving in with Neptune, because remember, Neptune is like your dreams and imagination and creativity as well. And Saturn's kind of like grounding that energy, because Neptune can be a little, like nebulous. It can be a little like, like lights on, nobody home, right? Like that kind of energy. So Saturn's turning on the lights and making sure you go around, turn on the lights. All right. So remember, at the end of the year, all these planets are moving back to where they were at the beginning of the year. So you're getting that glimpse this year. By the end of the year, just kind of like cleaning house for where you want to be in 2026. Okay, just keep that in mind. And if you are a cross watcher, if you watch for any other sign, just know that Saturn and Neptune has had the biggest squeeze for mutable signs. Okay, especially 2024. All those Saturn squares, right? So Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, Pisces, if that's your sun, moon, rising, or you're checking out for your partner or your like pet dog, whatever it is, they felt the biggest squeeze. And now cardinal signs will feel it. Okay, and that includes you. All right, so that's Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn. And I don't want you to think it's in a bad way. All right, they're only here for a few months, but they're different energies, very different energies. Saturn and Neptune in Aries is a very different energy from Saturn and Neptune and Pisces. This is cardinal. This is go-getter energy. This is leadership energy. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And remember, Saturn is karma anyway. You pass his test, you're going to be rewarded. All right, we love Saturn. Saturn just tests you. That's it, right? And it depends on the aspects too. Albert Einstein, for instance, like he has or had Saturn in Aries. Jennifer Aniston has it. Anyway, like you get what I'm saying. It's just things for the long term too. Saturn is Chronos time. So what else can we talk about? Uranus moving into Gemini. We talked about this. That's going to be a big thing for y'all. Y'all going to have some big breakthroughs, redefining who you are. All right, that's going to be big, because Uranus is going to be then in Gemini for 7 years, starting in 2026. You're getting that preview here. All right, remember that's your 12th house. A lot of healing. You're going to be this big. There's this spiritual rising that's happening in you. It's going to be so nice. Okay, it's going to be really, really nice. And again, that can even be like this wisdom, like people seeing you, be like, I'm relying on this Cancer because they know what they're talking about. I mean, big, big, big. By the way, and Uranus, first of all, Venus sextiling Uranus throughout the year is going to be absolutely amazing and really special. We've got Uranus trining Pluto in Aquarius for about 2 years. Ooh, that's going to bring like really big breakthroughs, okay? Really big breakthroughs, and you're definitely going to feel that, all right? Really big in terms of finances for you and love, okay? And just think about that. They're Uranus and Pluto in air signs now. They haven't had that in almost a decade. I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy, okay? Think about frequency. I said raising your frequency. This is all air. This is waves, light, vibration, sound. This is, you get what I'm saying, right? So I think I did a live stream, but if not, I will. All right, I'll talk more about it. So let's go ahead and okay, Neptune. By the way, I already talked about that. Neptune moving into Aries. That's all about like the visionary idea, the arts, the collective. If you're an artist, Cancer, by the way, this is going to be gangbusters for you, all right, in terms of being seen. Remember, this is having your 10th house of fame and career as well. Okay, so big deal. Big deal. All right, because what's happening is all of that Pisces energy that we've been experiencing, right? Saturn, Neptune and Pisces, just Neptune and Pisces for the past 14 years, handing it off to Aries for you. Now you being seen for everything that you've gained wisdom in and learned. Cancer, I can't even begin to tell you, your life is going to change huge. And then the nodal shifts, just this right here, the north node, south node. Yeah, this is what I like to call like the healing path, health. All right, this is going to be a big focus on health. And when I say that, physical health, mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, okay, social health, all of that. All right, yours is definitely going to be more in terms of like, again, you're going to be this great fountain of wisdom, teacher people look up to. Okay, what you're letting go, which is the Virgo energy, 3rd house, perfectionism, right? Not being hard on yourself, Third house is communication, how you communicate with others. Siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors, they're all in the picture too. Okay, so there may be some changes there. All right, this is a lot of karma here. All right, so keep that in mind, like past karmas, right? So what else? That's it. Okay, so Pisces, let me look at the time here. Okay, good, 30 minutes. That's great. This is on par with all the others. So I'm just gonna see if there's anything. No, okay. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna move this now. I'm gonna break it down for you. Yeah, I'm gonna put it over here so you can see that shadow. Cancer, y'all. You see Ruby sitting under the thing. All right, so Cancer, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's do I already shuffled this before, but I felt like I want to do one more time. Cancer, let's do your spread. Let's see what we can expect for you, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for 2025. Okay, Cancer, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread, offers the best overview, and it is windy. The wind just kicked up. Thank you, Mercury. Mercury, where are you? Listen, if we need to pull clarifiers, we will. But listen, I'm going to break it down after this. We're going to go by season. I'm going to tell you everything that I want you to look forward to, and even challenging aspects too. For throughout, we're going to go by season, but I'll point one or two things out per month. All right, to look forward to, and then like some big changes. Okay, and then I got my other deck here. Remember, we're going to do that after. All right, so yeah. All right, there's going to be, here's the funny thing, okay? Funny thing is that, well, you're good. You're absolutely good. 2025, great year, new things, new beginning. There's going to be this new, it's almost like soul journey, too. I can't even believe this. This is huge. We're going to talk about this Five of Cups. If you're a cross watcher, you know the Five of Cups has been coming up a lot. But that's the thing. When I say 2025 is going to be the year of change, listen, whenever there's change, yeah, there can be some unexpected changes as well, but that's putting you on that path. All right, and then you've got to be willing to embrace changes too. All right, so 2025, when I say big energies, never before seen in human history, keep that in mind. There's going to be some things you're going to have to let go to let this new win, Cancer. All right, but 10 of Wands here. Oh, there we go. I gotta, it's not, my laptop's not plugged into anything, so I'm gonna have to, you're going to see my hand reach over and turn the lights on again. You got the 10 of Wands in your recent past. Yeah, you've been going through it. Of course you have. Like I just told you, Cancer's been going, like you've been having some, but it's all over. Listen, just don't take on too much anymore. Learn your lesson from that. If you felt that you've been taking on too many responsibilities for other people, and you haven't been getting the accolades for that or recognition for that, or if you have been also feeling a little bit like burnout energy as well. 10 of Wands, he carries burdens, but 10 is the end. It's in your recent past. Look at what it's leading to. The 3 of Wands here. So that's really great, but I want you to remember this. I want you to remember those moments. Like, I never want to be in that position again. I'm going to feel empowered. I'm going to use my voice, and I'm not going to distract myself from anything that I have to face either, okay? Don't take on too much. 2025, you've got Jupiter moving in your sign. Amazing, okay? Now, if you are here for a career, yeah, big time. You got the 3 of Wands and the heart of your spread, okay? So, big career energy, profession. A lot of y'all, to be honest, are going to be starting new careers, launching your own business, getting promoted, just a lot of recognition there. But it's because you take that inspired action, okay? You take that inspired action. You're ready to go. You're ready to go out there, meet people, do things like, explore, even like have the sense of exploring your, like who you are through the process. I love this. 1 + 2 = new reality. 3 is, a vibration of the Empress. So I love this. Really amazing here. All right. And it is an Aries card. This card is attributed to Sun in Aries. And remember, eclipse in Aries, Saturn in Aries, Neptune, all of that Aries energy in your 10th house of career, fame, public recognition, everything I mentioned earlier. King of Cups in your challenge area. Just, 2 things here. A, don't bottle up any emotions this year. Not the year to do it, okay? Not the year to do it, all right? Especially when Mars is in your sign retrograde. First January, February. Let things out, but diplomatically, obviously, like, be mindful about the way that you communicate, but just don't hold things in. Remember, we're going to have to let some of that go. Like, and the other thing is that you do have the support system all around you too, okay? Be mindful of that. Reach out when you need to. Now, remember, we're moving to the year of humanity. Like, reach out to people. Reach out to me. Leave comments and stuff. Tell me what's going on. You know, I answer. I do them in the live streams. I use questions you got, comments. I bring them up in the live streams. All right. I love y'all. King of Cups. There you go. The other thing is, yes, will there be someone in your life where, you know, they may just be a little, you know, I don't know, emotionally not there. Maybe, and that's something that you may have to work with. Okay, just keep that in mind. That's all I'm saying. Okay, there could be someone like emotional that doesn't have that emotional intelligence that you are, you know, that vibes with you. That's all I'm saying. That's another thing for Cancers. Now, look, you got the sun. You got the sun in your crown. You're absolute amazing. You see here also, it's all sunlight. You know, it's all sky. The sky's the limit. You're good. You're good. That sun, optimism, abundance, vibrations, high vibrations. You even see the vibrations here. That frequency coming from the sun, right? Like, you're absolutely amazing. There's a sense of you wanting that freeness, that freedom, right? Optimistic is your key word, right? For 2025, because we got the Chariot too. I can't. You know, the Chariot is attributed to Cancer, right? So this is empowerment. This is you. This is all you. In the root of your spread, you are ready. You're ready to move forward. Never looking back. Okay. Never looking back unless you have to. Okay. With those retrogrades, yeah, people, circumstances from the past will be resurfacing during Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde, even Mars retrograde to an extent. But even at the same time, like, just know that, use that to empower yourself moving forward. Okay. Anything that happens, but this is you. This is all you going toward your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, but learning a lot. Remember what I said. You've got the North Node in Pisces all year long in your 9th house of higher mind, higher education. You're at a point where 2025, you're going to be learning a lot. It's going to fuel you. It's going to help you grow. Okay. Now let's talk about the Five of Cups in your future. There's going to be something you got to let go. Big time. Okay. You see him looking over at the cups, spilled cups. He's got 2 full cups behind him. There's hope in every card. You know, every card has anyway. So that's the thing here. I want you to pay attention to this because there's something here with love. All right, love, romance, maybe something here, maybe even a relationship with like a child, grandchild, things like that. Okay, with that King of Cups here, and then you got that Five of Cups here. Okay, so just keep that in mind. That could be that other person. Now, this again, all he's got to do is pick up the cups, cross the bridge that connects the past to the future. Right? Go home. Have an iced tea, okay? A yogurt, whatever you want, Cancer, whatever you want. Cups are spilled. You can't do anything about it. They're done. All right, so it's time to move forward. You see water going under the bridge? Come on. Yeah? All right, so I'll clarify that Five of Cups. There you go. You're going to be fine. So, yeah, like I said, what I was saying earlier, so it may have to do with a love, partnership, something there, okay? Cards don't lie. You saw me shuffle. I'm not going to... Right, so, and these, by the way, are 2 Scorpio cards, by the way. So Scorpio rules your 5th house of like true love and relationships and children, things like that. So, but you got the Knight of Cups. So when I say look the other way, literally, you got 2 cups, you got the Knight of Cups. When you let the past go, you make room for all this greatness to come through. Okay, Knight of Cups, you know, he is the knight in shining armor. So there's something there for you. Partnership. It doesn't even have to, it can be platonic. It can be, you know, something love related. It can even be a situation that happened in a current relationship or will happen in 2025. And maybe you do have a little bit of like, right? But hey, remember optimism, knowing what's on the other side, what's meant for you. That's possible. Nothing is impossible, right? You're going to be fine. You got that Knight of Cups, okay? Other thing is big creative energy here. Big creative energy in a big way. 5th house is also creativity, all right? So there could even, you know, maybe be something that's blocking your creative path. Something that does feel a little, you know, energetically like, okay, like I need to really, you know, juice up those, you know, creative muscles, neurons or whatever it is. And then boom, you're fine. I think you got the Knight of Cups. All right, so that's absolutely amazing. Very excited. All right. Another thing is, if it has nothing to do with another person, a lot of you are going to be meeting someone new. Okay. Again, it can be partnerships and career as well. Whatever's just going to fulfill you emotionally. That's the other thing. This is just wanting to be fulfilled emotionally, right? He just wants to fill his cup. He is extending it though, so he does want someone along on his journey, and y'all may too. But it's definitely in your future. Good for you. You just got to look up. Now, let's get to your staff. Cancer, let's do a time check. All right, we're good. Let's, Cancer, y'all are amazing. I'm so excited. Y'all got Jupiter moving into your sign. You waited 12 years for this. You waited 12 years. But again, June to June 2026, right in the middle. So you got luck in your 12th house too. Wow. Big. Y'all are just becoming very intuitive, all right? If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. You know, I appreciate all that. And, you know I love y'all. Thank you so much. All right, so yes, you're good. Don't listen, Cancer. You're gonna have your best year. And if you do have Jupiter in Cancer, you have Jupiter in your sign, you know, in your birth chart. See what degree it's at. Like, y'all are amazing. Okay, so 4 ones. Great. A lot of y'all getting married. A lot of y'all gonna hit some big milestone. You want it. Remember, you can have whatever you want. You create your reality. I say that all the time. It is so real, okay? I say that, all right? The universe didn't create us. We create the universe. Create your reality. Put yourself on the timeline that you want to be on, all right? So really great. That 3 of Wands to the 4 of Wands here. Really, that Chariot. Oh, this is really nice. Okay, so this is a card of, look at the happy couple, right? Look at the happy couple. You got that, all right? So getting married, renewing vows, feeling that surge in love with someone else. But again, at the end of the day, it's that freeness that you're seeking. They're outside of the castle. What I talk about that here, all right? What I talk about that here. You're good. This is all you. He's free. The Chariot, he's boom. Okay? Now, work, yes, it's Wands. Your passions, ambitions, work, enterprise, career, there's a lot. Milestone, think of that. You got the Ace of Swords. Boom. In your external factors area. What did I say about y'all becoming a lot more psychic, a lot more intuitive, a lot more like having those mental breakthroughs, especially with Uranus, right? Oh my goodness, Uranus moving into Gemini in your 12th house, big. Gemini is air, like it's all up here. Gemini is all up here. Anyway, Ace of Swords, new beginnings, fresh new beginnings. You're gonna be seeing things in new ways. You're gonna have a lot of power, right? With great power comes great responsibility. Use it. You see that crown here. There's a lot of, and the other thing is there's peacemaking in the Ace of Swords too. You see the olive branch here? Anyway, y'all are amazing. You're gonna have some big breakthroughs. Judgment, love it. You're looking for this resurrection. You're looking for this spiritual awakening. That's what the Judgment card is. You know what's crazy about this? Judgment is attributed to the planet Pluto in Aquarius in your 8th house. Transformation. All right? But remember what I said, you got a lot of spiritual stuff happening, so you're gonna have that spiritual awakening too. You want it. This is the year that you're gonna bring things into your life that you know are gonna make it even more meaningful than it is. You're gonna be searching more and more, thirsty, right? With a North Node, well, not in that way, like how the kids say, you know what I mean? I'm talking about knowledge was like that. All right. Now, here's the thing: you got the 6 of Wands, and your final outcome. What did I say? You got Saturn, you got Neptune, you got that eclipse, all moving into Aries, your 10th house of career, fame, public recognition. That's what this is. This is everything harmonizing for you now. But remember, taking that inspired action. You got all these wands. You have so much passion. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. All right, so this is eminence. This is rising above, being recognized. You're amazing. Cancer, let's break it down. All right, let's break it down season by season. Cancer, y'all crack me out. Y'all are amazing. Y'all can see my full face here in the sunlight. All right, so what do we got? Okay, okay, so January. I'm just gonna give you a heads up. All right, listen. Okay, here's the thing. Mars is gonna be retrograde in your sign. Be mindful of that. We'll talk about that more for January forecast. I have Mars retrograde in my chart in Cancer. I'm prepared. Yeah. When you know that it's happening, it makes things easier. Same thing with Mercury retrograde, right? When you're aware of the fact that there's possibilities, like there could be miscommunication, water if a duck's back, right? Water if a crab's back. You're a crab, right? Now, Cancer the crab. Now, the first thing I want to tell you, it may be a little January for y'all, all right? Just letting you know that, okay? Because Mars is actually going to be opposite Pluto as soon as we start the year. That's going to be on the 2nd. You're going to feel that, okay? And then Mars moves into your sign on January 6th. You know, Mars doesn't like being in Cancer. So you could feel a little, actually, crabby, like the pincher is out. Just be mindful. You're on a soul's journey, karmic journey. You leave karmic footprints, all right? You're going to be fine, okay? Now, you're going to have a lot of partnership. Mercury moving into Capricorn on the 8th. You're going to be thinking a lot about like partnerships, yeah? Relationships. Can be work, can be, love. Just letting you know. And then January 13th, Cancer, for you. We got a full moon in your sign. Something is coming to an end. Something's coming to an end. The sun will trine Uranus this day. I wouldn't be surprised if you get exciting news or have a big breakthrough on your full moon. I'm not going to lie, the full moon in your sign, because of that Mars-Pluto opposition, Pluto's going to be opposing this moon too. So just be mindful, there is something coming to an end, turning point, but you do have this beautiful aspect. Sun trine Uranus only happens twice a year. You get it on your full moon. Breakthrough, all right, big breakthrough, maybe, and it's in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. Really nice, really nice. What can I say? Another day I would really want you to pay attention to is the 21st, Sun conjunct Pluto. This only happened once a year. It happens once a year, and that's why I'm saying. And this is the astrological archetype of like Superman, Superwoman, Superdog. It's big. Sun conjuncting Pluto, big. There's some big money stuff happening here. Really big money stuff happening. I mean, it's happening in your 8th house. And love. Business partners, shared research, all of that. There's this new cycle that's just beginning for you, okay? And then we got Venus trine Mars, which is so amazing. Remember, Mars is in your sign at that point. Venus is actually exalted in Pisces at that point too. That's on the 25th. Now, I'm going to tell you something here. The 27th, Mercury trine Uranus, twice a year aspect. Mark this in your calendar. January 27th to the 30th, to the end of month, the best part of January. And that's why I say a lot of Cancers are going to feel your New Year's begin around this time, because this day, Mercury trine Uranus, that's you getting exciting news. You having those breakthroughs as well. Maybe something with a group, a friend tells you something. There's good news coming out of the blue here. All right, remember, this is happening in your area of like hopes and wishes and dreams, right? Now, the other thing is that the 28th, the best day of the year, because it is my birthday. Mark it in your calendar. Thank you. But no, it's actually a really great day because Mercury will conjunct Pluto. Again, another once-a-year aspect that's happening within this compressed time at the end of January. Big. There's big money stuff for you. Huge. Okay? And then we have this new moon in Aquarius that's going to happen on the 29th. One of the best new moons of 2025. And that's because Jupiter will be trining the sun and moon. It's also, remember, the sun just conjuncted Pluto, so we're still in the window of that. So again, new beginnings. That's in your 8th house of transformation, death and rebirth, but also money. Business partners, love, relationships, big. And then the day after that, the sun will trine Jupiter. Now, this is, sun trine Jupiter, this is twice a year. So again, take advantage of this because it's so rare. All right. So anyway, there you go for January. February. Yeah. Listen, a lot of major things happening in February. I can't even begin to why don't I tell you the 27th? This is all I'm going to tell you. Well, 23rd, Mars officially goes direct. Okay. So that's great for y'all. All right. The 27th of February, we have one of the best new moons in Pisces. Okay. So there's about 3 or 4 new moons that get big shout outs. The first 2 are in the first 2 months. This new moon in Pisces, oh my goodness, you got the stellium. You have the sun, moon, Saturn, Mercury, and Neptune all in Pisces. Like, wow, big. Again, that's your 9th house. Spirituality, travel, publishing, just use this, okay? Set intentions. Now, March is quite possibly one of the most life-changing months of 2025. Too many things to name here, but just know there's so many conjunctions, and conjunctions are powerful. They're life-changing, right? There's only like 1 square, and squares are challenging, right? There's only like 1 in March. I mean, like, March is insane. There's also, we have the new moon solar eclipse, all right? Neptune moves into Aries, first time since 1861. So again, mark March down in your calendar. We do have a lunar eclipse in Virgo as well. All right, so that's going to be on the 14th, March 14th, and that, remember, the new moon solar eclipse in Aries, that's going to be the 29th. Again, at this point, a lot of Cancers changing careers, professions, getting Something here, starting your own business. There's something here. There's something here big for you. All right. Remember, Aries is your 10th house. Huge, huge. All right. So let's see what's going on for you for the first 3 months. Okay. Okay. You're good. You're good. I don't even. You got the star. Listen, all the stars aligning for you here. You see 8 stars. All right, they're all 8 pointed. 8, the number. It's the vibration of the Strength card 8. All right, but even still, 8 is prosperity, success. This is healing. This is wisdom. Remember, I talked about you wanting that freeness, self-expression, feeling free, no burdens. Remember, you got it here with the sun. You got it here. You got everywhere. You got everywhere. That 4 ones here. Now you got it here. She's also not wearing any clothes. That's expressing herself. Not feeling limited, okay? Feeling free. She can be who she is. All right, so the water bearer. This card is attributed to Aquarius. Remember, that is your 8th house of transformation, death and rebirth, regeneration. But there's everything that you want is aligning for you because Aquarius does rule the 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. All right, you're good. You're absolutely good. I don't even. Okay, so let's put that up here. All right, so wait, can you see that? Can you even see this thing? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Cancer, it's so bright. I need sunglasses. I didn't even. Okay, now you can see it. Now you can see it. Okay, so let's do April, May, June. April. Let me pick up the cards first. Oh wow, there's some. Okay, April. Yeah. April is insane. Remember, everything is spring, summer, fall. You're going to feel the biggest shifts. One of the biggest things that I want to highlight for you, Cancer, is April 4th. Oh my diddly days. Like, I don't even know how to express this to you. You have April 4th, Saturn sextiling Uranus, Mars sextiling Uranus, Mars trining Saturn as well. And so remember, well, first of all, Saturn sextiling Uranus, oh my gosh, we haven't had that since like 1997. And then you got Mars sextile Uranus. Mars is in your sign at this point. Remember that. And Uranus is in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. And even friendships, groups you belong to, social network. And you got Mars trine Saturn as well. I mean, this is one of the biggest days. You're going to leave a big break. This is big breakthrough. You're going to leave a big footprint here with things that you accomplish. Amazing. Okay. The other thing that I just want to mention for you, Cancer, is also March 1st, remember, Venus went retrograde. Okay, Venus goes direct on the 12th of April. Now, the last week of April, that's when things are a little squeezy because we have the Sun square Mars, when Sun square Pluto, Mars opposite Pluto as well. So just keep that in mind. All right, just keep that in mind. A little bit squeezy. Now, May, landmark month. All right, May is just insane. It's bad. It's insane. All right, so Saturn enters Aries for the first time. That's May 24th, as we know, so that's going to be really big. But the day that it happens, the sun will trine Pluto again in your place of money, love. Just there's a depth there, this intensity there. It's huge for you. Okay, the fact that it's happening on the same day, big. Sun trine Pluto, remember, that's average like twice a year. Okay, now June. Okay, now this is special for you, and I want you to circle June in your calendar. The 2 luckiest days of 2025 are in your birthday month. I mean, like, what? So the first one would be and that's in addition to many other luckiest days of the year that happen to be in June. I can't. All right, so let's see. June 8th, Mercury conjunct Jupiter. That happens once a year. I would not be surprised if you get good news here. Something, you sign a contract, there's some negotiation. Mercury moves into your sign this day, and then on the 8th, and then Jupiter moves into your sign. I mean, there you go. First time since 2013, 2014. So again, the luckiest year that you're gonna have in 12 years. Everything in your life, everything. It's in your first, like, everything. And then, what is the other day that I want you to know? Oh yeah, the 24th. Mark this down. June 24th, the sun conjunct Jupiter. It's happening in your sign, Cancer. The luckiest day of the year is happening in your sign. If this is your birthday, put in the comments. And this is a Sun conjunct Jupiter. And so if you have a birthday around, give or take, 2, 3, 4 days, I mean, this is big because you've got Mars sextiling Jupiter, this rare aspect. We won't even get until 2027. Like, it won't happen again until 2027. You have that 2 days before the luckiest day of the year. You have the day after the Sun conjunct Jupiter on the 25th, Cancer. We have a new moon in your sign. So when I say Cancer, like, your life is changing. Like, it's going to start February, March, like June, mark it down. Like, this is also, this new moon, actually one of the best of the year too, because Jupiter is really aligning with the sun and the moon here. Mars is sextiling Jupiter, as I mentioned, and then you got, it's happening on the, right with the best day of the year, the Sun conjunct Jupiter. But then you have Mercury sextile Uranus the day after, and then you have the Sun sextile Mars. And, it gets better. The day after that, you got Mercury trine Saturn. So, and then the day after that, you have Mercury trine Neptune. So I can't even believe this week, Cancer. Happy birthday. This is the best week for y'all. Like, I can't even. All right, so great news, great surprises, great things happening for you, new beginnings. I love this. Okay, so let's see what's going on for you, okay? April, May, June. April, May, June for a Cancer. Page of Swords. A lot of changes, and again, you could be getting big messages, big breakthroughs, new way of seeing things, thinking things. You're going to be enthusiastic. You're ready to go with this fresh vision as well. Contracts, remember, big things here. There could be something you're starting, LLC, things like that. You're good. July, all right, July. Uranus moves into Gemini. That's big. Okay, that's big. July is actually Venus's month. Venus is having a lot of really big, great aspects. I'm not going to give you the dates here. I just know that I'll give you the biggest ones. The biggest one would be July 4th, okay, when Venus conjuncts Uranus. Venus, right? Things that bring you pleasure, things that you desire, love, relationships, money, right? With Uranus, it hasn't even gone into Gemini yet. It's still in Taurus, in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. Cancer, okay? So July, really big, all right? Because Venus is moving into your sign too, all right? Joining Jupiter. So that's going to be big. That's going to happen on the 30th, okay? July 30th. Now, August, August. Yeah, this is one of those rare months that you've never had in your lifetime. Okay, there's just too many things to name here. The one thing that I am going to tell you is that Mars will trine Pluto and Uranus here, right? That's going to be really amazing, okay? That's going to be really great. That's going to happen like mid-August, but the big thing for you, I would say the 28th, when Uranus sextiles Neptune, because, listen, they're both in fresh signs at this time. Uranus in Gemini, and then you've got Neptune in Aries. So we haven't seen this in September 1965. It's happening to go 1 degree, the degree of new beginnings. I can't even. All right, so remember, career big time. Now, September, we've got the 2 eclipses. Then we start moving into retrograde season. Mars is going to be moving into Scorpio, and it's domicile, so you're going to have a lot of stuff happening with fun, joy, relationships, true love, sex as part of your 5th house. I mean, this is big. Remember, Scorpio is your BFF, your fellow water sign. Children is part of this. You may be having children. Big shifts in relationships, money, power, all of that. All right. And then the eclipses. Okay, so the first eclipse is going to be on the 7th, the full moon, lunar eclipse in Pisces. All right, so remember that. And then we are going to have the new moon, solar eclipse, and Virgo on the 21st. This is where we get a little bit more serious. These eclipses are a little bit more serious than the first two. Now, October. Oh, wait, no, that's it, right? October, November, December. So, okay, so yeah, so we're going to do July, August, September. Let's see what we could expect for you. Ooh, those two cards flipped out, but I don't think that was it. All right, I'll use them as clarifiers. That's it. July, August, September. You're good. You're good. You're gonna have a lot of power in the new things that you do. Yeah, these cards flipped out, but that was just my shuffling. I mean, you got the Hierophant, you got the Five of Pentacles, you got the King of Wands. If you want to use these as clarifiers, well, strength, the biggest thing, right? This is the biggest thing. Strength, just that inner courage, that everything, right? Just that empowerment, right? But you got to go deep for that. You got to go deep for that. Finding that source of strength. Like, where do you find that strength? Is it God? Is it the universe? Is it your children? Wherever it is, like, tap into that energy. But you're gonna be powerful. You're gonna be powerful. The Hierophant, like I said, this is gonna be you're gonna be very spiritual. You're gonna be maybe even spiritual leaders, or in a capacity where people look up to you, like the Hierophant. You do have the Five of Pentacles here. There's gonna be some shifts with money, possibly, but listen, this is all about the North Node, South Node, as I talked about earlier. Okay, so that's going to be a big shift. Health, all right, and all matters of health. Could be something like testing you, like your spiritual wellness, spiritual health. I'm getting more of a friendship that just maybe, like maybe we've outgrown it, right? So, but then you got the King of Wands. So you know what to do with that, all right? Always vibrate at this high frequency. The very first thing I said, remember, you've got the support system all around you. Same thing with that Five of Pentacles. They're literally outside of a church. They have all this support. Choose to look up. Now, King of Wands, remember what I said, like career, all that business, big for you. He is the entrepreneur. He is the entrepreneur. And very interesting here because you got strength attributed to Leo. You got these two Taurus cards. Oop, you got these two Taurus cards. Your hopes, your wishes, your dreams. Then you got another Leo card. Okay, so Leo does rule self-worth, self-value for you. Bring out that confidence. All right, and money, and money, big time. All right, so now let's do October. October is interesting. Okay, so the big thing I'm going to point out for October for you is the new moon in Libra. We have not seen a new moon like this. This is just bonkers, okay? So that new moon in Libra for you, remember, you already have a lot of focus on home, family, the foundations of your life. This new moon in Libra that's happening on the 21st, okay? So we're looking at October 21st. Uranus and Pluto are getting super powerful at this point. And then you got the moon in Libra. So you've got this amazing, like, grand trine. I mean, this is with the 3 air signs. They're just getting stronger and stronger. See what happens around this time with this new moon, all right? It is deeply profound, all right? And it is in your 4th house of home and family. I would not be surprised if there's something really big new here. It is one of the best new, it's like get out of town when I saw this. I was like, what? The other thing is November. Oh, November is one of the wildest, like most jam-packed months. So what I do is I take all the aspects of the month, and remember, there's a lot, all right? So this is a lot. And then I highlight the key ones, like really, like I gotta tell them all. November, everything is highlighted. That's how big November is, okay? And so I'm just gonna tell you, let's see, the biggest thing for Cancer would be, I would have to say, pay attention to the 26, okay? Because Venus will trine Jupiter, and then Venus will also trine Saturn this time. It's just, remember, Jupiter's in your sign at this point. Saturn has Saturn gone back to, Saturn has gone back to Pisces at this point, okay? So there's just something like spiritually moving as well around this time. It's just a big day. It's a big day, okay? So November, and then December. I think that December is December is the most challenging month of 2025. Okay, so you got a whole year. And then, of course, there's going to be squares and oppositions throughout every month. Well, not every month, but, throughout the year. So, but the ones in December, there are 7 squares. I think that's like a record, all right? So there's, and squares are just challenging. The great thing about squares is like, it tests you, but you release this great amount of energy, right? As you work and rise above that challenge. All right, so just keep that in mind. We do have, what can I tell you? There is, I'm trying to just think for cancers, the best things for cancer. We have, okay, so we have 7 squares, we have a bunch of oppositions. I would probably pay attention to December 8th, Mars square Saturn. These planets are not seeing eye to eye. There could be something testing you spiritually around this time, okay? That's really the thing for you, all right? And then I do love Mars moving into Capricorn on December 14th, where it's exalted. And then we're moving into Capricorn season, and then Venus joins Mars on the 24th, December 24th in Capricorn. And so this is all, it's your opposite sign, so there's going to be so much of a charge here with relationships, okay, and partnerships. So let's see what's going on for you for October, November, December. You get the 6 of Cups. Really amazing. Talk about, like, remember that freeness, and that's what this is. This is like tapping into your inner child. It's also feeling good. The 6 of Cups, sharing, kindness, feeling protected. This is an amazing card. Everything harmonizing for you in this really wonderful way. I love this, okay? Really love this. And it can be family, children, love, all of that, all right? That card is attributed to Sun in Scorpio. We do have Mars in Scorpio. Remember, we're moving to Scorpio season. A lot of planets moving through Scorpio around that time, so really, really nice. So let's break it down, okay? Cancer, let's see what we can expect for Cancer for... All right, so let me see here. Let's see what's going on for you for love for 2025 for Cancers. All right. 7 of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, so there is something here with the 7 of Pentacles where it is, maybe there is something where, again, it's really more about that fresh perspective that you may gain throughout this year, because you're going to be so intuitive, right? You're going to have those psychic pops. So there may be something here where you have been invested into something and you just want something different, or you're maybe seeing things in a different way. Maybe you have a little bit of a pause. If you're looking for luck or love, seeking love, you may be inspired by, like, have I put all my eggs in another basket and now this is the year that I look for it, right? Like, again, it will be a point of let me take a pause and think about things so I can grow. It's almost like committing to something for a longer term, right? But that's a little bit of a pause. Pentacles are your physical reality, by the way, as well, in addition to like money and wealth. So I'll clarify that one for you. So it does seem like you're just gonna take a little pause. All right, I'm not saying anyone's gonna like break anything off or anything. Oh my gosh. Clarified. You got the Star. So yeah, you can expect everything that you're wanting, but you've got to take that pause, right? Reassess things. Remember, with Mars and Cancer, perfect time at the beginning of the year. Now, the fact that you got the Star twice, this is why I use a different deck. Really pay attention. Really pay attention when you get the same card from different decks. And the Star came up in, January, February, March for you. Everything aligned, and that's healing as well, and self-love, and like I said, wisdom. You're gonna be fine. Now let's look at where are we? Career. Let's see what's going on for career for Cancer. Ooh, yeah. High Priestess. Really great. Everything that you're going to do is going to be on this intuitive level. Like, you are going to be trusting your intuition, listening to your inner voice, being in touch with your higher self. That's going to make the biggest difference. All right. So I love that. Like I said from the very beginning, it's going to be a very spiritually driven year for you. All right. So Cancer, let's see what we can expect for. So career. Yeah. Just use your intuition. She is the guardian of the subconscious. Like, you're going to be fine. All right. So everything's, and a lot of you are going to move in a direction, by the way, where you are like high priestessy. That's just how it is. You're going to be you're going to be spiritual leaders in some capacity. Okay, nice for a lot of Cancers. Okay, so health. Let's see what's going on in health. Remember, 2025 is a big year for health with the nodes. Big for you. A lot of spiritual health. All right, let's see what's going on for you. Cancer. Oh, you got the Eight of Swords. All right. So, yeah, anything that you're going through with health, really go. There's going to be some realities that you may want to face. And I'm not saying anything is going to be like big or crazy. It's just like, don't get stuck in your head about things, okay? Don't create fears. I always say fear is fiction. Eight of Swords is a self-victim card. That's what, it's attributed to, all right? I'm not saying you're doing it, but you do have, like I said, Jupiter and Gemini in your 12th house, all right, for the first half of the year. But and Jupiter expands. So there could be some like expansion to things in the 12th house that you're just like, let me like focus and zero in on things, because then you got Uranus moving into Gemini, right? So which for you, again, y'all just gonna be more psychic, use that high priestess energy. But Eight of Swords, yes, there may be some things with health, like I said, your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health, spiritual health, all of that, everything that I mentioned, where there's maybe something here where if you've been going through something, let's confront it now. Let's free ourselves. Remember, you got so much here about freeing yourself, feeling free, being able to be your authentic self. Don't lock yourself in, okay? Don't overthink things either, okay? I'll clarify that Eight of Swords for you. Yeah, that's going to be the thing. You got the Five of Pentacles and, yep. So you got the Eight of Swords, clarified, you got the Five of Pentacles. So pay attention to that. Remember, it popped out here, that Five of Pentacles, and I told you when that popped out, spiritual, I was getting more spiritual. There could be even someone that may be holding you back, preventing you from being able to be your, spiritual self, right? Or authentic self as well. But then you got the Ace of Cups. You're going to be absolutely fine. Ace of Cups, I mean, come on. The Holy Grail of, we call it the heart of tarot. New beginnings, right? This is love on a whole other level, self-love on a whole level, healing, so much healing in the Ace of Cups, but new beginnings. Ace is bringing in that new change, new opportunities, new beginnings, new cycle, love, emotions, feelings, like wonderful. Okay, now let's see money. Let's see what's going on for you with money. All right. Ooh, computer went off. All right. Page of Wands, you're good. All right, so big opportunities, big, and y'all are going to be seeking them. It's a given. All right, opportunities, new beginnings, new projects, like launching something. So really going after your passions now. I love it. Now, let the money come, right? Family. Let's see what's going on with family. It's going to be a big thing for you. All right, for 2025. Queen of Cups, you're going to be fine. That's all. The Queen of Cups is you, by the way. Queens are water. Cups are water. So this is double water as well. Queen of Cups attributed to Cancer. This is just, mama bear, right? But so much self-love, so much love for everyone else. Like putting your heart out there for everybody, but also doing what you desire, because your heart, you do what your heart brings you pleasure. And but she has this, maternal quality that, oh my goodness. Doesn't matter whether it's the emperor or a farmer. In her kingdom, she knows the name of everybody. That's how much love she has. But you being you, the Cancer, taking nurturing, that's all Queen of Cups. But she is the most psychic queen. Remember what I said. You're going to be very intuitive. Now, the pay attention card. So last card, pay attention. What is something that Cancer really needs to pay attention to for 2025? Your life is changing. Your life is changing. I wish I had the time to tell you the backstories for all of these. I love the Tarot of the Divine, but the Fool. All right. So when I say new beginning, 2025 is a new beginning. First of its kind for a lot of y'all. You got the Fool. All right. Starting the Fool's journey, this new beginning. You got that Three of Wands in the heart of your spread. Don't forget that too. So remember, going out there, exploring new things. This is going to be a year you'll never forget. All right, 2025, your year, Cancer. I love it. The Fool. Take risks. It's all about taking risks, because what does that do? It brings that confidence. What's confidence? Confidence is taking risks. Please take risks. Please. You've got Jupiter in your sign. Okay. You're good. You got the High Priestess. You're protected. You're protected. All right. You got a great. And the Fool, by the way, this is. Again, another card of like free, feeling free. You're amazing, Cancer. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. So Cancer, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on too. I always love hearing from y'all. Tell me what's going on. I'm so excited you got Jupiter moving into your sign, Cancer. Y'all are amazing. Okay, so y'all, okay, that's it. And then next week, we'll go back to the normal. Yeah, okay, so y'all are amazing. I'll see you next week. Happy 2025. All right, bye-bye.